We were recently helping somebody set up the Tuva project in a claims data set, and pointing out some of the trends in the data, I commented on how DRG was populated for about 4% of all institutional claims in that data set. And they asked, is that reasonable? And I said, yeah, that sounds reasonable. But it got me thinking, what is a reasonable rate of prevalence of DRG in institutional claims? And so I wanted to talk about that for a minute. So let me take a step back and recall that medical claims come in two varieties. There's institutional claims and there's professional claims. So institutional claims are used to bill medical services provided in a facility setting, and they're billed in Form CMS 1450. And professional claims are used to bill medical services provided by healthcare professionals. These are billed in Form CMS 1500. Now, there's certain data elements that should only appear on institutional claims and certain data elements that should only appear on professional claims. For example, place of service is a data element that should be present on every single professional claim. And these data elements should be present on every single institutional claim. But DRG is different. DRG is not on every single institutional claim. It's only populated on a subset of institutional claims. So there's no a priori way to know which institutional claims should have a DRG, and we only see which claims do have a DRG. So there's no way to see which claims should have a DRG but are actually missing a DRG. And so the question is, how often does DRG appear on institutional claims? And here I want to show 4 real data sets that I've been working with recently and show how often DRG appears. So there's a first data set that has there's 18% of all the claims in this data set are institutional, and 6.8% of the institutional claims have a DRG. In a second data set, 22% of the claims are institutional, and 3.6% of all institutional claims have a DRG. In a third data set, 15% of the claims are institutional, and 7% of the institutional claims have a DRG. And in a fourth data set, 12% of the claims are institutional, and 0% of the institutional claims have a DRG. This is actually because this data set did not have the DRG field populated at all. This unfortunately happens sometimes, that you get access to a claims data set where a key data element for analytics is not populated. But you can see here in the fields in red, these are actual prevalence rates of DRG within institutional claims. So that gives a sense of how often DRG can be populated in institutional claims.